Ladies and gentlemen.
Roll the camera. Okay.
Kia ora.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we are featuring an interview with a very peculiar-looking gentleman.
Kia ora. Welcome to St. Joe's News. I'm Megan.
And I'm Madison. Today on St. Joe's News, we have World Cup victory for the All Blacks, plus interviews with Jim Wigmore and world champion All Black Dan Carter. But first up,
Planet Earth has a narrow escape this week as an asteroid as big as a ship zooms past us closer than the moon. Asteroid YU-55 is the biggest asteroid to come this close to our planet since 1976, giving scientists a rare chance to study a near-Earth object. Scientists suspect that the YU-55 has been visiting Earth for thousands of years, and computer models of the path of the next 100 years shows that there is little chance it will hit Earth. Scientists say that the YU-55 is not a big threat to Earth. Here's our on-the-spot reporter, Gianni, with Selena Gomez.
Hello, I'm Johnny, and here we have Selena Gomez. Hi Selena, and thanks for joining us today. How old are you, Selena?
I'm 19 years old.
What inspired you to start singing at such a young age?
Well, from the age of 8 onwards, I had a strong passion for music. I would sing all day in my bedroom and put on shows for my parents.
Where do you live?
I currently live in Los Angeles, California.
What do you enjoy most in your spare time?
I enjoy cheerleading, surfing and wrestling pigs.
What are your thoughts about acting?
Well, my mum used to do theatre acting when I was 16, so I guess she inspired me to start doing that.
What would you prefer, singing or acting?
I can't choose. I love them both. Acting and singing are my passions. I get paid, but I don't care about the money. I only love what I do.
Thanks, Selena, and that's all from me. Now back to you, Madison, in the studio.
an interesting interview. Thanks, Johnny. And now for something completely different. In Rugby World Cup news, the All Blacks are the victors with an 8-7 victory over France. Richie McCaw said, "I'm so proud of the team. They did well. It was Graham Henry's last game in charge. They won the 23rd of October. They needed to win it because Tom Miller said if the All Blacks don't win, then the All Blacks aren't going to make it next Rugby World Cup. They did a great job with Tony Woodcock, a try scorer, and Beaver Stephen. Donald scoring plenty. With the weight of New Zealand on their shoulders, they all won. Now over to you, our reporter Sophie."
Thanks, Madison. I'm Sophie, and joining me now is Jen Wigmore. Hi Jen, and thanks for joining us. So, do you like it here in New Zealand?
Of course, it's my hometown.
Do your fans mean the world to you?
Yes. My fans are who make me who I am today.
When did you get into singing, and what made it your job?
Well, when I was about 6, I started singing lessons, and it went on from there. It has been one of my dream jobs since I was a little girl, to be able to entertain people.
Where do you live now, and how long have you lived there?
I live in Australia, and I have lived there for around 4 years with my family.
Is your hair your natural colour, And if so, what is your natural colour?
My natural hair colour is light blonde. I dyed my hair dark brown when I was 15. I didn't like it, so I changed it back.
Is your first name Jen, or is it short for something else?
Actually, my first name is Virginia. Jen is my name my family has called me since I was a little girl.
And we're out of time. Back to you, Madison.
Thanks, Sophie. Now for something completely different. In the Rugby World Cup this year, and that the All Blacks come out on the top. Their first game with a hard-fought win over Tonga, 41-10. Errol Dag and Richie Kahui both scored 2 tries. Next game they won easily against Japan, 83-7, with a few people scoring double and a dominant win against France, 37-17, and another easy win, this time against Canada, 70-15, with Zach Guilford scoring 4 tries, and a win against Argentina, following by a win against the Rivers, Australia, and now a final against France. Wow. Oh, we won again. We won 8. Seven, let's cross to our on-the-spot reporter who were on the situation over to you, Caitlin.
Thanks, Megan. I'm Caitlin, and joining me now is Dan Carter. How old are you, Dan?
29.
When did you start playing rugby?
I was about 5 years old.
Where was that? What position did you play?
At Southbridge Rugby Club as a scrum half.
Have any of your relations been interested in rugby? If so, who?
My great uncle was Canterbury and New Zealand halfback Bill Danny, a member of 1924 to 25 Invincibles, and later a Canterbury rugby administrator.
So, what is your new release, Dan Carter? Skills and Performance about? When did you release it and why?
In November 2006, it includes stories about my international rugby career as well as a section on skills for young players. Thought it might influence them a bit.
Thanks for your time, Dan. Now over to you, Rebecca, with the weather update.
Thank you, Caitlin, and good evening, New Zealand. Let's have a look at tomorrow's weather. Starting in the far north, a completely unexpected tropical storm in Kaitaia with some pretty flash flooding and raindrops as big as your head. If you're going outside, wear a hat. Moving down the island in Auckland, there'll be a mix of fair conditions and unfair conditions until lunchtime, but those are the conditions and you'll just have to accept them. There'll be no weather at all for the Bay of Plenty. It's taken a should break but should be back for the weekend. In Napier and Hastings, the weather will be occasionally changeable and occasionally not. We have really no idea what will happen there. In the Taranaki, a mild depression brings with it a very dull day, with no highlights whatsoever. It will be a gloomy overcast and miserable all morning. However, things should cheer up by the evening, so don't worry. Everything will be fine. Wellington will have another capital day. There will be no wind at all, and the day conditions will be so pleasant they'll actually be extreme. In the top of the South Island, Kaikoura can expect to have a good day, meeting friends for lunch, going for a swim, or reading the newspapers. But whatever you do, try to stay indoors, as the weather will be just terrible. A real mix for Christchurch, where excessive rainfalls hit along with some unreasonable rainfall, sensible wind, moderate thunderstorms, and a smattering of very angry snow. And in the lower south, Dunedin will be frost cold and unfriendly until late morning, when the sun will pop over for a visit. Everybody likes the sun. That's all from me. Remember if it's raining outside. That's the weather for you. Good night, New Zealand. Now it's back to the news desk with Megan and Madison.
Thanks, Rebecca. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time. Goodbye.
From the whole team at St. Joseph's School, vai e nohora.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Roll the camera. Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we are featuring an interview with a very peculiar-looking gentleman.
Scene 1, take 1. Scene 1, take 2. Take 2.